Seagrith 142 says it is the most important offseason in franchise history. I think he said, oh, it is this. I think you're asking, is this the most important offseason in franchise history? I think Tobin needs to make his plan and motion today and make not the same mistake with the lack of depth for 2024. 100%. They need to look at themselves in the mirror and they need to say, well, we can't let the same stuff that hindered us last year hinder us moving forward. So things like addressing the backup quarterback position, things like getting more juice from the pass rush situation. Now, the jury's still out on Joseph Asai. Joseph Asai and Miles Murphy are going to have their opportunities and their day in court to prove that they can be formidable players for the Bengals. That is the beautiful thing about this series. I mean, this season, the rest of the way, we are in evaluation stages. So we know what we have in Nick Scott already. Now it's time to see what you got in Jordan Bow, what you got in Dax Hill and that tandem, right? They're getting more reps together. The linebacking core is getting more reps together. You want to see more juice from this defensive line for sure. But this is a pivotal offseason. What are your thoughts on the offseason, Daniel?
I think it's definitely a pivotal offseason. To say it's the most important, I think you guys are going to have this common trend. Every single offseason for this window is going to be the most important offseason. This past offseason was the most important offseason because this was your window, respectfully, right? Everybody knew heading into this year, they're giving it to you on a gold platter. They're saying, hey, you get all your coaches back. You have your star quarterback. You have your star 2 receivers. You haven't paid them any money yet. So understand that this past offseason, as much as we're looking ahead right now and saying, okay, this upcoming offseason, if you get a top 12 pick, you have to hit on that pick and it has to be productive this upcoming season. But look at last offseason too. We were saying, hey, you're going to be in position where you're right up there with the Chiefs. You're right up there with the 49ers. It's there for the taking. So this offseason is definitely pivotal. And I'm going to be honest, it might, to kind of go back, it might be even more pivotal because now the money's tight. Now you just paid, Joe Burrow, and now you've got to have the conversation. T. Higgins, you've got to have the conversation. DJ Reader, Tyler Boyd. There's a lot more question marks, in my opinion, this offseason than there was last year, right? Yeah. Jesse Bates was kind of foregone conclusion. He wasn't going to be there. Von Bell, we understand, but it wasn't. Right now you got Higgins, DJ Reader, and Tyler Boyd, and I'm sure I missed a couple. Jonah Williams. You got a bunch of pieces that are, huge states, so where you're going to have to replace them. This offseason, you didn't have to replace many people.
So I will tell you guys this. One thing that if I'm the Brown family, right? And I'm not a Brown family. But if I'm the Brown family, I would really look at Zach Taylor very closely in this year in this way. Think about it. This is a roster that went to the Super Bowl. This is a roster that has been the AFC Championship the last 2 years. Right now, the Bengals are winless in the AFC North. If you can't find a way to win a game in the AFC North and compete just because your quarterback went down, that is a problem.